it's important to think about what specifically is making you feel off. Like, what is annoying you? What is triggering you? What is making you feel just like, ugh? You know, I love a list. If you're not a list girly, like, what do you do? Like, I don't know, like, genuinely curious. Like, if you're not a list girly, what's your format in your mind? But what I like to do is make a list. So, like, in this case, I will make a list of all these different categories or like times of day or just like aspects of my life where I feel like SMH'd. And then I'm going to think about my ideal vision for each of these things. So this could be something from like literally dating and like relationships or friendships. Like, let's say you have a friend that's really bothering you, to literally, like, for me right now, my shoe little, not closet, but like my shoe shelves are kind of messed up. Like, I don't know if they're broken, but they're not, the drawers aren't closing all the way. So every day I'm annoyed by that. So it's like, okay, my ideal vision for that is my shoes are displayed chicly and it's effortless and easy and I enjoy it. Like, have you ever organized something or like made a like your the top of your dresser like super cute and it was messy before and it's just like that relief and like it's nice to look at. And it's not this just ew, like I don't like looking at this, it's annoying me. Or like with a friendship, it's like what would make this better? Like, do I need to talk it out with them? Or do I need to just let it go? Let the person go? And then maybe your ideal vision would be a friend who I feel comfortable communicating with, or a friend that doesn't put me down or like talks about me behind my back or like whatever. It's really important to get specific on what your ideal vision is. Take it from me, y'all. I know from experience, if you don't have, I don't even want to say like a goal, but if you don't have a vision in your mind of what you want something to be or look like, or just what you want to experience, like you're not going to be able to know the steps to take. I know goal setting, and I think for myself too, in some instances, it's kind of overwhelming. It's kind of like ew, like it's kind of daunting in some ways. I don't know, like I know for me, like I like working towards something, but sometimes in terms of like a goal, it's like it reminds me of kind of low key like New Year's resolutions. Like you think you're gonna do something and you just don't. So it's like, how can I actually make this happen for myself and frame it in a way that feels manageable and not just like I don't know. Sometimes it's like, I don't know. A big example for me, I think, for so many years of my YouTube channel, like I wasn't locked in, like in the sense of I was posting consistently, but I wasn't really, I didn't have like content pillars. I wasn't focused on something specific versus my channel before, you know, when I was vegan and stuff, that was such a specific message. And I knew every time I posted a video on my YouTube channel back then, that's what it was going to be about. No matter what, if it was like a vlog or what I eat in a day or like a sit down advice video or whatever, like that was always kind of like where things were headed towards. So you need that for like yourself in your life versus like I stopped being vegan. It's like, okay, I'm kind of like wellness, but like I'm also doing like random stuff, like trying out different trends. And my channel like didn't grow for so long because I just didn't really have like a vision and a focus. So I think that analogy is so true for any goal in your life because if you don't really know like what you want, you can't specify. You can't like weed out what you don't want. Goes for dating, goes for friendships, goes for like a job. And I think, you know, even if you don't necessarily know what you want like in your life or like what your career, what your ideal career would be, if you give yourself some space to daydream, to imagine, I think even if you don't have a really specific vision or like this is the exact job title I want or whatever, you can still kind of conceptualize the feeling that you want. Like, I want to feel refreshed. I want to feel purposeful. I want to feel XYZ. Okay, what makes me feel like that now? But it's like, okay, if you know like the feelings that you want, if you know kind of like the vibe, the other specifics and like the literal physical, like it will look like this and that, that will kind of fall into place. Like you have to start with the feeling. And it gives you, at least for me, like it gives me more. It's like, oh yeah, I could like think about how I want to feel. Like I feel more open to it versus just like the physical or tangible things sometimes feel kind of like it's like I don't want to tell anyone I want that because what if I don't get that and like that's embarrassing. I don't know. You know what I mean? But like the feeling, it's like that's my literal own personal feeling. Like it's not unrealistic. Like I've felt happy and at ease before. I could feel it again. Let me know. Or are you very like, you know, your 5-year plan and you're like, period, like, let me know your vibe. How do you go about thinking about it? Because I know people are very different. So the next step to this and doing an audit is to then, once you kind of define what you want, or at least what you want to feel, baby, it's time to Marie Kondo your life, your home, your space, your social media, like your phone, your computer, everything. If it does not spark joy, if it does not align with your ideal vision, how you want to feel, who your ideal self would be, it has got to go. And this goes for everything. For dating. Okay, honestly, should I do a whole episode? Well, is this even worth a whole episode? I made a list in my notes app of non-negotiables, and she is long. It is a long list. But it's really like, you have to think, I don't know, like, you really have to think about these things because why waste your time? Does this reflect the person that I want to step into? And obviously, there's things that are like, you know, if you like live somewhere like in a neighborhood or something that you don't like, or like your literal apartment you don't like, or you have like cockroaches, like, girl, been there, like, but you just have to tell yourself, like, this is what I do as well. Yeah, y'all know, I've used the movie analogy, like, this is your time lapse in the movie where it's like their come up and it's like the montage of them like working out to get stronger, or they're like studying and it's all these different clips of them like locking in, like being on the grind. Like, think of that scene at the beginning of The Incredibles when he's like going back to, you know, sneaking around in his super suit and he wants to be Mr. Incredible again. He's like working out, he's going to the train tracks and like pumping iron, like so you have to think, it's like this could still be your come up story, even if things are not your ideal situation right now. And I know in manifestation videos and all of that, they're always like, oh, your physical doesn't, you know, determine what actually is going to happen. Like, you can't believe like your physical realm. And sometimes it's like, okay, but you still have to come home at the end of the day and like see your cockroaches. Like, I don't know. So sometimes it's kind of hard to like separate yourself. So thinking of it like, okay, this is like my come up in the movie. So if I know I'm about to like get up out of here, or like I'm about to have a breakthrough, or everything's about to fall into place, like, what would I be doing given these current circumstances? And to me, that is just such, it's like more of a realistic way to look at it. Because if you can like delude yourself into just being like, my physical reality does not determine like whatever they say, you know, period, I'm so happy for you. But I think for a lot of people, it's hard. It's hard to like, it's like, this is actually what's happening right now. And it's like impacting me and my mood and making me feel like not how I want to feel. So it's still like, you still have some control. Like, you could still get some fresh flowers, put them there. You could still like tidy up. You could still clean. You could still make your inside of your fridge aesthetic, hopefully. Like, maybe if roommates and they're like not about that life, but like, you could do something. You could look cute every day, and you could just keep reminding yourself, like, this is my come up era. Like, what's next? Stop looking at your current circumstances, if you don't like them, as like, this is it forever. It's like, this is the come up. Like, things are about to turn the corner. We're about to like have that Mr. Incredible like montage moment. If I knew what I wanted to happen was going to happen, how would I be acting given these circumstances? What would my ideal self do? And I just think so much of locking in life, manifesting the life that you want, and kind of creating that change is making it a game. Because life could get you down. Like, there's so many things that are just so annoying, frustrating, like, they lower your vibration. So you really have to find ways, like, what sticks or works for you specifically to kind of like make things fun, make things a game, like, make things like, okay, like, I'm ready for it. Like, what's gonna happen next for me? In a good way. Like, we're about to come up.